Hi everyone. Welcome to JOKERFEST 2025, Thunderbike's legendary celebration of custom culture, horsepower, and pure motorcycle passion. Held at the heart of Hamminkeln, this one-of-a-kind event brings together riders, builders, and bike lovers from all over Europe for a day filled with roaring engines, jaw-dropping custom builds, and electrifying live shows. Whether you're here for the bikes, the bands, or the unbeatable vibe, JOKERFEST is where the custom spirit comes alive. Get ready for an unforgettable ride. The event kicked off right on schedule at 10 a.m., and from the very beginning, the energy was electric. With the sun blazing down and temperatures soaring above 30 degrees Celsius, nothing could stop the flood of motorcycle lovers who rolled in to be part of this unforgettable day. By midday, the grounds were buzzing with excitement. Friends, families, loyal customers, curious newcomers, and dedicated bikers from all over the region, and even beyond, filled the site. Among them were international guests, longtime Thunderbike supporters, and riders who've been part of the scene for years. The sense of community was unmistakable. One of the absolute highlights of the day was, of course, the legendary Custombike show, a jaw-dropping display of craftsmanship, creativity, and engineering. For fans of unique builds, this was heaven on earth. This year, the spotlight was clearly on Chicano-style bikes, and for good reason. Their signature long fishtail exhausts, dazzling paint jobs, and unmatched attention to detail turned heads at every corner. While the old-school section had a smaller presence this year, that didn't take anything away from the show. Instead, the spotlight shifted to a wide range of modern conversions, pushing the limits of what's technically and visually possible in today's custom scene. From ultra-sleek designs to bold, radical concepts, every bike told its own story. And the atmosphere? It was everything JOKERFEST is known for, laid back, friendly, and filled with mutual respect. Builders and mechanics exchanged ideas, enthusiasts shared their passion, and everywhere you looked, people were capturing the moment, in photos, in conversations, and in memories. At JOKERFEST, it's never just about the machines. It's about the people, the stories, and the shared love for the ride. Now it's time to honor the stars of the day, the custom creations that stood out, turned heads, and earned the admiration of both the judges and the crowd. The prestigious Best of Show award went to none other than Gregory Benini, whose exceptional build captured the very essence of custom craftsmanship, style, and innovation. A truly show-stopping machine that set the standard for the day. In first place, we had Carsten with his stunning 2023 Heritage La Diosa, a masterpiece of elegance and flair that lived up to its name, the Goddess. Second place went to Andrea, who brought the classic Chicano vibe to life with a beautifully detailed Chicano Road King, dripping with style and tradition. Third place was claimed by Maurice, with his beautifully executed 2012 Electra Glide, a blend of touring muscle and tasteful customization. Fourth place went to Sebastian, riding in with a nostalgic nod to the past on his 1995 FXSTS, a softail springer that reminded us why old school still rules. In fifth place, Alexander showcased his bold and powerful 2023 Fatboy, packing presence and punch in equal measure. 6th place was taken by Kadir, with his clean and stylish 2018 Heritage, proving that less can indeed be more when it comes to sleek lines and subtle detail. Seventh place saw a break from the Harley crowd, as Serge brought in a beautifully restored BMW R100, 7 from 1978, a true classic turned custom with vintage charm. In 8th place, Benjamin presented another stunning Road King, showing off a balance between luxury cruiser and personal vision. Ninth place went to Armin, who impressed with his customized Honda VT600, a creative and personal take on this classic platform. With its compact frame and clean lines, his build stood out for its bold character and thoughtful execution. 10th place was claimed by Lars, also riding a Honda VT600, but with a unique vision all his own. His version showed how the same base model can be transformed into something completely different, proving that in the custom scene, individuality is everything. Congratulations to all the winners. Every bike told a story, and every builder brought something special to the show. The passion, the precision, and the personality behind each build made this year's Custom Bike Show one to remember. You'll see all the photos from this amazing day a bit later in the video, but first, let's take a moment to highlight some of the custom builds that really stood out at JOKERFEST 2025. And what better place to start than with one of the most meaningful moments of the entire event? The Thunderbike Apprentice project. This year, the spotlight shined brightly on our youngest talents, as they took the stage to unveil their very own custom creation. A Harley-Davidson Ironhead, reborn as a vintage-inspired beach racer. Built with passion, dedication, and countless hours of hard work, this bike was designed and assembled by 3 of our talented trainees, entirely by hand and from the ground up. And they completed it just in time for JOKERFEST. As the bike rolled onto the stage, the applause said it all. It wasn't just a presentation, it was a proud moment for everyone at Thunderbike, a celebration of the next generation of custom builders. The finished machine is a true homage to the legendary beach races of the 1930s. With its stripped-down, minimalist design, low seat, and vintage flair, this Ironhead racer feels like a time capsule, one that's fully prepped for modern-day adventures. But this wasn't just a build. It was a bold statement about craftsmanship, creativity, and the spirit of learning. A tribute to what's possible when young minds are given the tools, the trust, and the freedom to create something extraordinary. And to honor their effort, each of the apprentices received a custom-painted helmet, perfectly matched to the bike's design, a brilliant touch by the one and only Chico's pinstriping. Next, we turn our attention to a true hidden gem of this year's JOKERFEST, Andreas 1937 Knucklehead. In the midst of all the energy, the roaring shows, glittering Chicano builds, and cutting-edge modern conversions, this bike stood in quiet contrast. It didn't demand attention. It earned it. A machine that tells a story, not through flashy colors or wild shapes, but through its presence, its soul, and every bolt and weld that holds it together. Over the past few months, Andreas poured his heart into restoring this classic. With patience, passion, and deep respect, he brought this legendary Harley-Davidson back to life, not as a radical reinterpretation, but as an authentic tribute to its original form. That was his mission from the start, to stay as true to the original as possible. No gimmicks, no modern shortcuts. Just pure, honest craftsmanship. The result is stunning in its simplicity. A bike that wears its history proudly, with every curve, every component, every finish. It speaks to a time when motorcycles were raw, mechanical, and full of character. It's a rolling piece of motorcycle culture, and a highlight for anyone who cherishes the roots of the Harley-Davidson legend. A respectful nod to the past, and a reminder that sometimes, less is more. And now, it's time to dive into the visual journey of JOKERFEST 2025. Whether you've never experienced JOKERFEST in person, or you were right there with us this year, These photos are for you. They capture not only the atmosphere of the event, but also the incredible variety of custom bikes and the creative spirit behind them. From vintage restorations to radical modern builds, the images you're about to see highlight countless technical solutions and design ideas applied to a wide range of motorcycle models. We hope this visual showcase will not only inspire you, but also help you discover what kind of customization speaks to you most, and maybe even motivate you to start building your own dream bike. These amazing moments were captured by a talented team of photographers: Glatzo, Anagala, Marcus, RC Maps, and Roland Pictures. Enjoy the ride, through the lens. Thanks for watching.